Typical politician, I'm going to talk to you about some things that you already know. Aren't we great at that? Like, politicians are amazing at telling you things you already know. I don't have to tell you that in my lifetime, this is probably the most divided I've ever seen our schools. We're not talking about things like what curriculum to add or not add. We're not talking about dress codes. We're not talking about whether to have Pepsi or Coke in the vending machines. We're actively, righteously fighting for potentially the souls of our children. And I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. But I didn't need to tell you that. All you have to do is turn on the news, go to a school board meeting, open the Coosa Gazette. You all know that, right? You also know that, and this was going to sting a little bit, because I think we're all sort of like-minded. The left has been outplaying us by playing the long game. They found a way to lull us into a sense of security. We thought we were sending our kids to schools that had our values and that believed in the things that we believe in. Then something we couldn't have imagined happened. Our dining room tables became classrooms, and we got to sit in those classrooms. And I want to be very, very clear. I would say the vast majority of the teachers that we saw were heroes. They took what they were doing. They completely, I hate to use this word, pivoted. Their job is to connect with children. And they had to find themselves connecting through screens and masks. And they did it. And they did it honorably. Most of them. But some didn't. Let me also be clear. I want to thank God for what he did with COVID. You know, what's this guy talking about? No, let me be really clear. God did not cause COVID. But our God is so big and so powerful that he used COVID. There was a shadow, darkness that is encroaching on our schools and our classrooms. And he shined a light on that darkness. And our God is amazing for that. Yeah, that's what. Here's the last thing I'm going to tell you that you already know. I'm going to take you back to middle school science a little bit. The left was gaining momentum and inertia. For those of you that don't remember your middle school science, momentum is the strength or force gained by a series of events. So momentum is a strength, it's a force. And inertia is the ability for that force to keep moving until it's acted upon. I don't have to tell you, the left has had momentum and inertia. So to recap, I didn't have to tell you that in my lifetime we've never been more divided, that we were effectively too trusting, and that we weren't playing the long game, and that they were gaining momentum and inertia. You didn't need to know that. But maybe you need to know this. There is hope. We need to remind ourselves that the majority of the teachers are good, and I believe a lot of them are begging for our support. There are teachers there that are stuck having to listen to the very loud woke mob and having to sit on their hands because they're afraid they're going to lose their jobs if they speak out. If they speak their truth. And they are begging for us to do that. So I usually dress up for these things. So for those of you that can't see, it says, the devil saw me with my head down, and he thought I won. He thought he won until I said amen. So I'm going to take it back to that science part, the momentum and inertia. Okay, science geeks, do you know what stops momentum and inertia? Opposing force. You know what that force is called? It's called, yeah, you are smart. It's called friction. And ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to announce, introduce, and endorse the friction that's going to ensure our public schools stand for this public. That I'm blessed that we have three warriors willing to stand at the front lines. They are Angela Allen, Karen Worsing, and Ellen Robertson. They are the friction that we desperately need. You need to give it up for them right now. As a current and former candidate, I know how hard this is. So ladies, I want to leave you with this. Psalm 139:10. I'm going Old Testament on y'all. Even there, your hand will guide me. Your hand will hold me fast. Man, that is just so powerful. Because the God who created the universe is willing to hold on to us and to guide us. The words that strike me about that phrase are even there. So Angela, Karen, Ellen, even there, when you're really starting to doubt whether you're the right person for this job, he will hold on to you. Even there, when you're being attacked by the other side, he will hold you fast. Even there, when you open up the Gazette or look on social media and they've twisted your words, he'll hold you fast. And even there, when you have to deal with people that diametrically oppose your views, he will hold you fast. I'm going to leave you with one more thing before I introduce my great friend. It's James 1:12. It's my life verse. Blessed is the man who perseveres through trial, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown. What's amazing about that, it's not an if statement. It's not if he stands the test, it's when he stands the test. And you're going to stand the test, you're going to win in November, and y'all are going to help them. So give it up to them one more time. Thank you for letting me be here. It is my great honor to introduce my amazing friend and amazing servant of the public, Ms. Susan Lachelet.